Hi, Tineka.
Hi, Helle. Nice to see you.
It is so nice to see you as well. Um, as the vast majority know that you are Tineka, you are from the Netherlands, but you have immigrated to Scotland. But we have several things in common, but we are both coaches. Uh, Yet we do things slightly different. And I would like to hear a bit about your coaching and your clientele. Who are your typical clients?
Well, my passion lies within the corporate culture and the workplace. So I focus on toxic work environments, people who feel bullied, who be made redundant, maybe want a career change and slightly feel quite low, maybe suffering with imposter syndrome, and they just want to add value to the job they do or find their true career path and overcome their personal challenges and anxieties. So maybe in two words, it's just everybody who is feeling unhappy at work. That is my clientele. So I operate mainly in the maritime industry, just like you, but it's not exclusive, of course. It can be anybody who feel unhappy at work.
Yeah, but how is this? I mean, today um, there's a lack of workforce. They need people. So why is it that you still experience to have clients who work in toxic environments?
What do you mean? Like
Like
in the maritime
um,
industry?
in the maritime or in industry for that matter. I mean, toxic environments. It's. Can you survive?
Well, you can. There's, of course, there's a long-term, a short-term plan, like
Mm.
first aid, the bandage. You have to stop the bleeding now in order
Yeah.
to find space in your head to make the right decision. There's a saying that says, "Don't make long-term decisions based on a short-term emotion," and that is
No.
what I come in. Like we're going through a plan first, like that stops the bleeding, so you can survive and find the headspace and the energy and motivation to go on. And then you work with me on a longer plan to find a career path that is suitable for you, or to work in your maybe in your current job with a much more healthier outlook and perspective.
Okay. So that is where you're coming. But I understand because a lot of people. I mean, we have our family, we have our friends, and we have colleagues. So if you're in a toxic environment, what about the colleagues? What is the difference when you come in as a coach?
The difference is very much that if you come in as a coach, we are, as coaches, we are like non-judgmental. We don't care about your overall goals in a way that most of the clients come in with the goal that is different from the goal they think they are. So we're unrelated to the outcome. We are 100% believable in the person in front of us, and motivation and positive. Well, as a lot of friends and family, they mean well and they give you advice based on what they experienced, and the coach is impartial in that. It's just listen to the whole story and gives the perspective and the space that you need to really reflect upon your own problems. So maybe shine a light on an area that you haven't thought about. And it's actually within your words when we talked earlier that your friends, you have certain things that you would never say to friends because they're your friends or your family, they're forever there. And a coach, you could just
Yeah, yeah,
or never have to see me again, so it's easier.
yeah. And also as a coach, you cannot gossip at at the
Oh yeah,
coffee station
I like that.
about your client.
No, we're
So
not
it's
allowed to.
safe, safe space, right?
It's true. You give a security in that you're being listened to 100% without anybody, without an outcome for us to have a certain goal of ourselves. Like, and if friends and family will have that, and they, if you maybe show your heart's desire to your friends, which a lot of clients are reluctant to do out of they're afraid they might be judged or laugh like, oh, you know. Family will, especially with family, they see you as in a specific role, maybe younger child. Even when you're 45, they see you as the younger child in a family, the Benjamin, and you've been pushed in that role, and then maybe indeed gossip behind your back if you saying, oh, you know, I have this great career that I think I will be doing, and coaches will not be like that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, and what about
Is
yourself?
there anything else you would like to? Myself, I have more or less the same experience. Only my clients, it's a different clientele I have, because you work with surviving in a toxic environment and getting beyond it, right?
Yes.
I'm more like in another area where people, they have come to a point where they are stressed, they're uncertain, perhaps they need purpose, and they are usually on a management level or about to reach that level. So it's a bit different, and it's seldom that I have clients who suffer from a toxic environment.
Yeah, and then you help them either towards the management level they require, or from the management level to add value onto their job and overcome their anxieties or insecurities as such.
Yeah, and focus on what is important and what they do best, because it's impossible for us to do everything. So we need to delegate. So finding ways to find, this is what I do best, and this is how I motivate people, so that I stay afloat and I even thrive, and so that the people I work with, they elevate as well.
Yeah, there's another layer of that it's not just you help people with their own insecurities for their work and life balance, but also for the people they're responsible for at the workplace. Is that right? So that's, yeah. So in general, we recommend everybody to use coaching and experience coaching, because that is difficult. People always ask us, you know, what is a coach and what kind of a life coach do, but it's something you have to experience. And
yeah, I would say so. It took me many years before I worked with a coach, but now I would never work without a coach, because we all need somebody who can kind of fill up our tank,
yes,
or see us as who we are. It's impossible just to keep providing and giving. You need a source.
yeah. Well, I experienced the power of coaching myself, but I wish I knew about coaching when I started my career, and there was nobody I could turn to. I felt quite alone in my problem, and I got stuck with the
Yeah.
career path. And yeah, I wish I knew about it then, because you don't have to do it alone. It's so helpful to have somebody to, you know, get you unstuck or wherever you are.
Yeah, exactly. And that is spot on what we do. Yeah.
Well, thank you, and
Excellent.
everybody for listening. And have a great day.
Yeah. You.
Thank you.